Good afternoon, everybody. Hopefully, I've got everything now muted that I needed. We'll see. Just waiting for myself to come up over here on YouTube. Um, there I am. Okay, I'm here. I made it. Happy Sunday to you. And my finger itches, and I can't figure out why my finger itches. What does it mean when your finger itches? My hand don't itch, just my finger. I was outside a while ago helping the kids with the water hose. Maybe a little bug bit me or something. I don't know. I don't like it, whatever it is. If you're here, come on and say hi. Okay, I think I've got everything set up there. A little spot on my glasses irritating me. For y'all who wear glasses, y'all know what it's like when you get a spot on your glasses and it just irritates you. Gosh dang, why can't I get it off? Guess if I wipe the right lens. Goodness. Hey Judith, how are you doing? And Gina, hello. Hello. Happy Sunday. Hi, Miss Mary Dugan. It's another Mad Sunday, not Monday. Oh, and we're off. Hope everybody had a really good week. I was sort of down and out for a couple of days there. It was just, I don't know. I just was tired, really tired. And then, goodness gracious, guys, y'all, this is crazy. Friday, got up, went to estate sales, came back home. I stopped at my mom's, and help her look at some stuff on Amazon and get some things ordered that she wanted. And she made ham and beans and cornbread and everything. Really good. Had a wonderful time there with her and my dad. Hi, Greg, how you doing? And went to leave and get in my car, and I went, oh no, it's happening. I could feel it happening. And I told my mom, because we were looking at some of the things there in the back of my automobile that I'd picked up. I said, I got to sit down right now. I got to sit down. Barely made it to the seat in my car. I thought, okay, now if I can make it home, it was my legs. My legs were giving me a fit again. If I can make it home, hopefully I can pull around to the back of the house where my entrance is of the downstairs where I live. And I can just get out there and easily make it in the house. Well, my daughter-in-law was mowing, so I couldn't do that because I had to ride to the yard, and I would park in the backyard. And so I had to park up front, and I was getting my stuff. I got out. I thought, okay, maybe this is going to be all right. And I made it to the back of the car. And I started feeling it happening. Could feel the like Charlie horses setting into both of my legs at the same time. And it's where you can't even lift your foot up an inch, off the ground. And so I just sort of piddled around there, got my things, in one basket, thought, well, if I could just carry one basket, I'll be good. Put my wallet in there and everything, and had my drink in one hand and this big basket in the other. By the time I made it just to the house, I was already bent over, my knees bent, and I was taking little steps like this, trying to get around to the entrance. And then it hit. I was paralyzed. I could not lift my legs. I could not make a step. I was bent over. my knees bent. I was just all hunched down like this, and I couldn't go any further. And thank goodness I had my phone right there. I had to call my son, he was in the house, and I told him, I said, Stephen, you've got to, I'm at the side of the house, and you've got to get out here immediately. And he come running out of the house, and we just had to leave my basket and wallet and everything sitting there. And he took both of my hands, and here I am all bent over in front of him like this with my knees bent and bent over. And we did one step at a time to get me in the house to sit down. I mean, it's a walk that should have took you less than 10 seconds. And it took me almost 5 minutes or more to make it, because we had to keep stopping. And then by the time I get there, I started shaking. My legs were doing this because they started jerking. And he got me inside, and I sat down in the recliner. And I sat there for quite a while. He went back and got my basket. He made sure I had my phone on me because he was leaving. They had been invited out to dinner with his father and his stepmom and everything, him and the kids and his wife. So he made sure I had my phone. He said, call me if you need me, Mom, just call me. And so I called my mom to let her know that I made it home. And I was having this issue, and yeah, but I made it. Once I was able to walk again, I absolutely just walked to my bedroom, disrobed, put my pajamas on, laid down in bed, and didn't get back up till the next day. And this was, 6 o'clock at night. Yeah. I was like, oh my gosh. The next day then I was really weak. But yeah, that's how that went. Oh, hi, Miss Dana Grace. Hi, Avery. I know. I'm telling you guys, it hits every once in a while. And that's twice now since I've lived here. And it's nice to have somebody here when it hits me, and there's nobody to help me. It's scary because wherever I'm at, I just have to fall to the floor basically, and just stay there. I probably sit down in the chair before my legs just relaxed enough to quit jerking. It was about an hour. I have had this hit me in Walmart once when I was with Mom, and it hit me in a antique store. And they got luckily there's a little bench where you check out, and I could sit there. So someone helped me there, and I just sat there until it got to feeling better, and I could get up to the register and pay for everything, and get out to my car. So if I could just make it to my car, it was like an hour and 20-minute drive home from that antique mall. So I figured by then I'd be, keep it on cruise control where I'm not pushing, because I'm always afraid if this hits me and I'm driving, I can't push the brake. So that scares me. But I've been lucky. Oh yeah, it was something else. It's just I guess just I have muscle spasms, and when it hits, and then Charlie horses hit with them, and it's very painful. I can't lift my legs, and I can't walk. So guys, I'm telling you this story, not to get, pity or anything like that. I just want you to realize if some of my sales if I don't have one, or if there's not many items, I've done my darndest because there's not that many items this week. And that being the reason. But yeah, I mean, I'm okay. I'll make it. Hi, Miss Pat. because I ain't gonna let anything hold me from doing anything. I mean, I was back up the next day, went to the post office, went to another little thrift store, and to Walmart. Now, that took me about 4 hours to do, and because I moved very slowly and very carefully when I was doing this. I was not tried not to get in any kind of rush or walk fast. When I got to Walmart, it was a point to they have moved my Walmart totally around. Everything's in different places. They've moved the pharmacy up to the front, and the where it used to be your stationery now is in the center of the store, and it's just, I mean, all over the place. And I couldn't find boxes, so I got someone and I said, "Hey, where have you moved the boxes to?" He goes, "Oh, maybe they're in stationery." And he pointed all the way to the other side of the store. And I was like, no, that's not going to happen. I said, because if I have to walk all the way over there, you may have to call an ambulance. And he's like, what? So he went and got them for me, which was very nice of him. I appreciated that. Oh, my health is just every which way. I look much better today. Yes. Yeah, I feel much better today. Hi, Miss Robin. Hello, hello. Tonic water. Well, I bought this here, and this is it's a water, flavored water, but it is what is it called? It's that one that's got electrolytes in it. So I'm trying some of that to see if that would help. I don't know. It's and of course, it was on a day, and a lot of times when these things hit me, not all of them, but most of them, it's when I can't drink anything or nothing like that, because you got a state sale, and they don't let you use the bathrooms, and you stand in line for 3 or 4 hours, so yeah. Miss Gail, how are you doing? Oh, I'm good. I think otherwise I'm pretty healthy. Otherwise, I don't take any like prescription medications or anything like that. And I know there's some people out there that take handfuls of them, but I don't. I don't take it. I hardly ever take a Tylenol or anything. Every once maybe an ibuprofen to help with some inflammation, that because when my ankles blow up. But other than that, I mean, really, that's the only thing that's you know happening. And I think it's just age. Just age. I don't know where Miss Judy's at. Did y'all see these? I just picked these up Saturday. Can you believe I found these? Hey, there's Miss Judy Joe. You missed my 4-hour chat last night. Oh, should have called me. You can call me anytime. No, I mean it's really. I mean, and then it's got the little. See that little creamer, and these are the little Lefton ones. I picked those up yesterday or Saturday. Yeah, when I walked into that little thrift store, antique store, thrift store like thing. There's more junk than antiques, but it's what's here in town. So it's not perfect. It's got the sugar's got some little chips, but the creamer looks perfect. Exactly. I ain't going nowhere, girl, Pat. I ain't going nowhere. Roxana. Hello, hello. Let me see. I can see the chat over here on this one so much better. I don't know why it's that way. Don't know over here. It's smaller, of course, on my laptop than it is on my, because the screen's bigger. I understand that, but well, I'll try. I'll try what Miss Dana Grace said. I'll get some of that stuff and try it for sure. But I picked that up the other day thinking that would be something, maybe. Because then I thought, well, maybe I was dehydrated, you know? Oh, hell, I'll have to get it to you, Judy. I will get it to you. Let me write it down. I ain't gonna write down my number, but I'm gonna write down to send it to you. Because you know me, I got goldfish memory too. Damn. Ain't nothing you can do about that but swim with it. I wrote, send Judy my phone number. Yeah. Sorry, guys. I'm just trying to read and catch up here with some things. What am I looking at here? Okay. Trying to get my try to get this caught up here, guys. Just a second. Hi, Miss Susan Romy. I see you. Hi, Linda Imbus. Yes, that was, Judy. That was so weird. That is really weird because I didn't call you, but it showed up that I was calling you, and it was me. I mean, my number and but my phone was ringing. That it was I don't think it showed up as you. It just showed up as a number from the state you live in the town you live in. So it's like I answered it because I answer unknown callers. Maybe I want to know who it is. And then I usually block half of them. Gosh darn it. All right. I think I'm caught up, I think, with everybody. Okay. Let's try this again. All right. Okay. Already okay, all right. Okay. Oh man, keeping myself straight these days. I don't know if y'all have it or not. I mean, I hope not. I just hope not for your sake. I just hope not. Just it's like I don't even know how to explain it. It's like you don't know what the hell's going on around you. Sometimes it's like, what the hell? And I'm smarter than that. At least I hope I am. But sometimes that's just the reality of it, I guess. Whoop whoop. I couldn't fight my way out of a wet paper bag right now. All right, so we're going to get started because I've been blabbing for 20 minutes. My goodness gracious. Now, if there's something that you're interested in, let me know. I'll bring it up as fast as I can. I think I can get to about everything. The FeedSack are so cool. Now, I did not clean them at all. And where they were folded, there is like a real light yellowing in one area. And that's just the yellow. It's just from age. And that soaks out. I can guarantee you that will soak out. Put it in some OxyClean for a couple of days, just changing the water because once your water from OxyClean and the, I don't know what it is, and the detergent has been soaked in and it's pulled everything out, it ain't going to pull anything else. It's just going to sit there in that water. So rinse it out, start fresh, and let it do it again. And I usually do it the way I do it is I put my hot water, warm water, put my OxyClean in it, put my item in it, and let it soak for about an hour or two. And then I go ahead and rinse that out and get rid of it. And then I rinse the piece out with clear water and then start another soaking. And then I can let that go the rest of the day. You just want to get that initial out. And it's, like I said, it's just some yellowing, and it's very light. So that may be all it takes, is that one time. But I always do it a couple times, and I do it for, just let it set in there the last time for the rest of the day, and then take it out and check it. And then I put it in the wash machine. Now I don't wash it. I just put it on spin just to get the water out of it. So I just lay it in there and let it turn it to spin, let it spin the water out, and then I hang it up. I don't wash any, or I don't dry in the dryer any FeedSack. Oh, and that happened. Great stories about. I know, Judy. I'm telling you. I can make up some good stories. Gma. What did it call you? Oh my gosh, where did it go? Yeah, OxyClean is great on vintage linens. There was something here. I wanted to read that again. Yeah, I do believe you're right, Avery. We do all feel that way every once in a while. I am missing stuff here. How come it shows over there but don't show me over here? Oh, there it is. Decided to call me Grima. Hi. Hi, Miss Pamela Blanchard. How are you doing? Nice to see you. Nice to see you. I was just telling everybody a huge, big story, a true one, but it was a huge, big story. Just about my crazy legs and being paralyzed. But yeah, for a while. All right. So I didn't see anybody, and if I did, I might have missed it, but because I don't know. Don't see anything. Anybody put anything in that they were right away wanting to see? If there is, just go ahead and type it in, and I'm going to start get to rolling here. Ooh. My craft items. Oh, my craft items. The only thing I crafted that's here are the beaded candy canes and snowflakes, and the and I'll tell you how to make both of them. And I did the Christmas trees, the little and I just glued beads in them, so that's not that big a deal. I think that was all I did, but I'll start with those, sure. Bunnies! I got some cute bunnies this week. They're little, but they are so darn stinking cute. We'll get to those next then. We'll do some bunnies, this, and then bunnies. Okay, let me go ahead and get a start rolling here. And I got to remember to do some singing today because my dad informed me that he really enjoyed my singing. Oh God, I think he was kidding. But I sang for him anyway. My dad can sing like all get out, but I mean, he was in a band and everything, and yeah, so he was the lead singer, so he's really good. But I do my little singing thing, and he goes, "Yeah, I enjoyed that." I think he was pulling my string. Okay, so we're going to start with the way it will be is there will be 2 of the mercury glass candy canes that I make. Now these are the vintage candy cane or mercury glass beads that come on strands and stuff. Probably strands have broken, and I just collect the beads and keep them in a little box. So there'll be 2 of those in each lot, and they're about 4.5 inches tall. And then there'll be a snowflake. This one I'm calling pink because I'm going by the center of it, and this one is blue. So there's going to be 2 sets. There'll be a blue set and a pink set, and you can take either one you want. One is pink with little blue mercury glass beads with the little pink on the end, and this is the vintage pipe cleaner. It's the tinsel pipe cleaner, the old I think it's called Blue Jay or something like that, Jaybird, or I can't remember. Let's see, what is it? Just right here. It's the older pipe cleaners. Blue Jay brand, the old ones. That's what I use. They're the tinsel. So that's what I use when I craft. I try to stick with the old if I'm going to use, make sure it's all around the same times. So, I didn't put in a price. So you're going to get 2 of the candy canes and 1 of the snowflakes. Whoops, dang it. I'll get that button pushed right in a minute. They'll start out at $15 a set. So you would get, like, this would be the pink set because the center of the snowflake is pink. And the snowflake's pretty good size. It is, it measures like 5 inches on that. And you would get, and these, you can just hang them right on the branch of your tree. And then I did the little hole up here at the top. We'll take like a small little tag or a string or hook to hang them. So in one set you will get 2 of like that, or the other set will be like this in the blue. These are really neat. And the way I make these is just there's a wire in the candy cane string. Try to string it, and I try to make them sort of match. I use some different shaped ones and everything, and bend them and put the little round hooks on each end so the beads don't slide off. They're pretty easy to make. Just take a little time. These take quite a while to make. There's actually, let's see, how many pipe cleaners are here? Dang, I can't remember now. 4, or I think. But I take and cut the 12-inch pipe cleaners in half, and then center join them where they're just all sticking out, and then put the beads on all of the points sticking out, and then bring them together and add 1 to the center here, and then bring them back together again and add 1 to the top. Put a little tool in there, and I just sort of push them out. I don't know where the little tool went, but open it, push it out, and make the little snowflake like that. They're very cute. And they're easy to make. They're just a little time consuming because you have to go through, especially if you're using the small beads like this and you're trying to fit 2 pipe cleaners through that little bitty hole. I broke probably 4 or 5 beads trying to do it because the holes in them are pretty small. But, and then when I get them all together to sort of stiffen them, I use a gel, what is it called? Super glue. And I just drop it to where it wets this on the middle and sort of holds it all stable together, and that's it. And it's just on there. I bend the little tips of these over to hold the beads on, but I don't think they'd go anywhere because they're on there so tight. Let's see. I'm going to get my last call in. It looks like everybody should be in that wants to be in. And I'm with Gail at 21. So you would get 2 and 2. And Judy's in at 22. And these little flat ones here, see, they got the little indented star. Harder to find beads. I try to, put some of those in there. When you're out, make sure you type out. So I've got Pat's out. Avery, Judy, let's see, Pat, Gail. I think that's everybody that's in still. Pat is out. Judy's at 22. So I still have Judy, Avery, and Gail in. Avery's out. Gail's at 23. So it's Judy and Gail. Judy's at 24. These would be great little gifts. Find you a long, skinny box wide enough for this to lay in, and then put a candy cane on each side with some tissue paper around it. And somebody open that for Christmas would be great. They'd have 3 really cool ornaments. Judy's at 24. Gail says out, and we are going to type in that sold. So Judy, I need to know whether you want pink or blue, because that's the only difference. The rest of them are pretty much the same. The green set, please. Ain't no damn green set, girl. What the hell are you talking about? This is blue and pink. The green set. I'm trying to figure out what the green set is. This one has the green star ornament inside of it. I can do that set with either one of these. Thank you all for bidding. I appreciate it. Now we're going to figure out what Judy, blue teal, not pink. Okay, blue teal, not pink. This one. And then I'll do these here. They got the green center and a pink center. Make more. These take quite a while to do, I'll tell you. And I think it's just the stringing. It's the stringing of those darn beads and them breaking every time you do it. And we'll give that one to Miss Judy. And then the next person was Gail at 23. Do you want the pink? And it would be these two with it. And she's going to take the other two. Okay, I'm going to put these out in little bags so I can keep them separate. So, to both of you, congratulations. Woo-hoo. This one I will put Gail's name on. Get my little pen out here, right, Gail. And Christmas balls. I did string some of the larger beads like this size, and I tuck and string them, and then I had 2 strands of pipe cleaner, and then I would run one pipe cleaner through them, and then twist one white pipe cleaner around it, and then I did it round like that, and I thought, well, that's sort of cute looking, so I might do something like that. You know me, when I make something, sometimes that's the last you'll ever see of it. I'm one of those crafters where I make one and done type items sometimes, you know, depending on what it is. And then I will put Miss Judy, Joe, and Jim on this one. Like this right down there. Alrighty. Now we're going to do some little bunny rabbits. So the little white bunny rabbits, I've done them up in sets. Oh, you're so welcome, Avery. Handmade by some. So the first little set, because I did have 2 of these, so I thought I'd break them into sets. So the first set will have one of this little guy here, and he is in the little yellow vest jacket with the little purple egg. You will get him, and you will get the little one with the butterfly on his foot. So that's set number 1, and I'm calling this one Butterfly. And the start is in. And then this one is another one of the ones with the little purple. And he's got a little paintbrush and egg in his hand. And this one is Enesco. And this one is Hallmark. And 1984 on this one. And 1985 on this one. They're just really, really cute. They're not real big. I mean, they're just as cute as can be, though. Right about 2 inches, I'd say. And let's see, 1 3/4 and 2 inches on them. So this is the one, I'm calling this one Egg, because both of them have eggs. And then this little set is the butterfly set. And let me get last call. And anymore, when I go to antique stores, I don't know if y'all's been to any lately, sometimes these little guys are $12 and $14 a piece. I've put 2 in a lot. I just thought they were cute. This was at the estate sale. I picked up them on Friday. And I usually don't go to this estate sale. These estate sale, because they mark their stuff high. I mean, like, oh my gosh. Me and another person were walking around, and this was even a half price day. And we both looked at each other and was like, wow, even on half price day, this stuff is really high. Because they were pricing things like, oh, $30, $40. So then in half, it was still 20, and it was still more than what it should have been. It's like Gina is at 14. Pat says out, so we're going to mark it sold. And Gina, I just need to know whether you want the egg set or the butterfly set or both. Up to you, girl. And Pat, what set would you like? Is the one with the butterfly pointing its other? Oh. He's just sitting there. He ain't pointing at anything. They got little bows on them. I think his hands are down. I don't know what he's doing, Judy. Gina, either or, like them both. Egg set for me. Okay. And then Miss Pat, you want the other one? So Gina, you got yours at 14. Pat got hers we'll get hers at 13. Pat, if you want it. Okay, all right. All right, got you both down for those. Let's set those right back around the corner here so we don't lose any ears, eggs, or butterflies in the process. And congratulations. I know, it's just getting crazy, isn't it, Avery? That's your rant for today? That's my rant every day when it comes to purchasing things. It's like, my goodness. Hello, Jim. If I didn't say hello and wave, hello. How you doing, Jim? Are you there? Or you're at the store? I don't know. What you doing, Jim? Okay, is there, let's see, I got two more little bunnies. I'll go ahead and show those. Now, these are separate. I had to buy them separate. I don't like buying things separate. Yeah. Let's see, where are they at? One's holding a purse, one's holding a basket. And let me get a start. We're going to start at $8 on these. I try, but sometimes, Avery, it's really hard to buy things and try to keep the prices try to keep the prices low. He's watching a movie on his phone. Tell him I said the only video he's supposed to be watching right now is me. And I ain't in no movie yet. So your choices here is a little girl. She's got a little purse. She's got a really cute little dress on. See the little pink and like lacy scalloped edges. She's really cute, really happy. She's just sweet. And then the other one is another little girl, and she's carrying a basket, and I love the little flowers on her dress. She got a little basket of eggs. These little guys are like, oh, just right around 3 inches, maybe a smidge taller, but they're real cute, and they're sort of a real light tan color. Just some really cute ones. I don't know who made them or what because there's tag residue on the bottom, but no tag on them. Okay, that's better. And I'm trying to find my mouse. Gotta have that every so often. Getting my last call ready. And if I don't see anybody pop in here in just a second. You were? How cool. Hallmark movie. I'm trying to think, Chucky. The movie Chucky was filmed here in the town I live in at the military school. And then there was another one, and I can't remember the name of it, but I used to have me and my second husband, we had a 1949 Oldsmobile. It looked like the shape of a big green jelly bean. And it had the fender skirts and the big white wall tires on it and everything. It had the great big steering wheel in it. It was a neat car, and it was in one of the movies here in town. We had divorced, and he left the car because I bought it, and he couldn't take it. He didn't have no way to take it with him, and so I sold it. And the people that bought it from me, they drove it in this as an extra in a movie. I thought that was pretty cool. I got you down for those. Why do I keep wanting to say Gail? I think it's the G's. I get so, and I've always been this way, and it's something to do with being dyslexic, and it's just when I get two people with the same letter. You have an A in your name, you have an I in your name, you got a G in your name, so does Gail, so does Gina. It's like, I did the same thing. I had an aunt, Janet, and an aunt Jane. Now, they were sisters. And the only thing different in their name was a T. And it really messed me up my whole life. Still, today. And then I find out after they both passed now that one of them's real name was like Emily or something like that. And I was like, why couldn't we just called her Emily? It'd been so much easier on me. But no. She'd already been called Jane. Jane, right? Yeah. And then the other one, they nicknamed her instead of calling her Janet. They just called her Jan. Now I'm really messed up because now it's missing a letter for Jane. I'm telling you, it sounds crazy, but that's how my head works with names and things. And I don't know what it's all called, but it can really mess with you. Set these back here with these other bunnies. And I'm sure there's a medical name for it of some kind. Someone say jelly bean? Wouldn't that be nice, Gail, if she did get some? But I bet you not. Extras don't really get anything. Sometimes they don't even get paid. Sometimes they just get to be extra in the film. That's their payment, just getting to be in a film. Let's see what we got. All righty then. Now, next. What are we going to do next? Anybody got any ideas for me? How about if I go ahead and I do these? These, two little sets of these. And these are all hand done, not by me. They are the smallest ones I've ever seen done by hand, and they are awesome. Did we still say the word awesome? I don't know, but they are awesome. I know, these are absolutely Doris. But we called her Aunt Pat. Yeah, what's the deal? Why couldn't you just call her Aunt Pat? Why are you changing names around on me for? Oh, well, I'm going to show you lot number 1, Avery and everyone, because there's 2 lots of them. Let me write a little 1 and a 2 on the bag so I don't forget which one's which. I think that's how I got them here. Yep. Okay. Now, I think there's 9 of them in each set. Let me get a start price. And these are so cool. I'm going to start them out low. Well, what I consider low. But I think they should go for more than what I start them for, maybe, because they are so stinking cool. I mean, I've never seen them this small. Look, this is the bell. These are, look at the little reindeer. Look how little these are. If you had a miniature tree, usually they're like, at least 2 tall of these. Let's see, we're looking at about 2 inches on them. Yeah. Let me get a start in there. They have the sequins and the beads on them, everything. They're, like I said, there's 9 in a set. And I'm going to start them out at $16. These should be more like $4 each at least. But we're going to start them out at $16. And then lot number 1, you're going to get this little bell, the little gingerbread house, the reindeer, the snowman, candy cane. See, and they're all beaded and everything. There's a caroler. Wow. There's a, well, goodness gracious, I'm just throwing them like crazy. There is a soldier or nutcracker. There's a little elf. And there is an ornament. And this is what is in lot number 1, okay? They are so cool. Lot number 2. There is the church, the angel, the Christmas tree, there's the candle and candlestick, snow woman, yeah, Santa, stocking. Look at that. Isn't it cute? An ornament and a little elf. Those are so stinking cute. So then that's lot number 2. I am with Avery at 16. Oh, her cousin Elma turned out to be Anna. Oh, that is a big surprise. That would have been a really big surprise. So lot number 1 has the reindeer. Santa did it with the candlestick in the toy. Are you playing Clue? So lot number 1 has the reindeer. He's got little packages on his back. The little soldier boy. The little elf. An ornament. A bell. A snowman. A candy cane. Caroler or choir girl. I don't know about that. And then the little gingerbread house. That's lot number 1. Lot number 2, you have the church, the angel, the Christmas tree, snowman, stocking, another little elf. And these are all felt sequins. A candlestick, Santa, and an ornament. And that is lot number 2. And I am with Avery. I'm going to get my last call in. Santa did it with a candlestick in the toy shop. Hey there, my Robin with a Y. Oh, a PhD in DNA. Okay, Avery, which lot would you like? Lot number 1 or lot number 2? And if there's a certain piece in one, you can just say the one with this in it or the one with that in it, if it helps. These are just, like I said, I've never seen them so small, and the stitching on them and everything. I mean, they're all, there's some on the back, the stitching. I mean, they're all stitched, and I don't know how they did all that. That's some tiny work. And she says she wants both of them. Now, since you took, let me look and see if I can find it. Hang on. Let's see what I do with it. I think I did this with it. Let me check and make sure. I tried to keep the group. There you go. I tried to keep the groups, 9 and 9, and I had one left over. So I'm going to add that to it, and you'll get this extra one too. I'll just stick it in one of the bags since you bought them both. That was my thinking on it. I laid it over here, and if someone bought them both, I was just going to give them. I was just going to give them that extra one. So I will put your name down on those. Robin with a Y. Greg, a.k.a. Woody. There should be 17 now. I think. No, 99 is 18, 19 of them, I think. Somewhere like that. Somewhere around 19, I think. Because I added an extra. Since you bought them both. There was 9 in each bag. 99 is 18, and I added 1. So you get them all. And I'm going to leave them right there. I will put your name on those. Yeah, it was another like a golden colored ornament, like the round ball ornament. Perfecto. Oh, okay. So is there anything else anybody else would like me to show? If so, go ahead and type it in now. Or I'm just going to sort of start at the top of my list and just start working my way down. Or top of my cart and working my way down the bottom. I just want to make sure, because I know some of y'all may have other places you need to be, and you maybe seen certain things. Cream and sugar. Now these are Lefton BlueBirds. Judy says diamonds. Girl, one of these days I'm just going to bring a diamond ring on here and say it's for sale. Okay, so BlueBirds, diamonds, BlueBirds. I know what you're talking about, Pat. I know where your mind went. Whoop, whoop. Oh, thank you, Avery. Are you leaving me? If you're leaving, I'll see you next time. Okay. All right. We may see you later then. Pat, I'm telling you. Because you remember what, I don't know if you were in here yet. I think maybe you were, when I was telling about my son helping me walk down around the side of the house. Oh, the thoughts that went through my head if somebody passed by and didn't know what was really happening. Here I am all bent over. He's standing in front of me. You know, he's walking backwards. I'm shaking, and he's trying to help me get down to my back door of the house. And yeah, I thought, damn, if a car drives by, what are they going to think? Woo! Pat is the picture. Yeah, I looked it up in the dictionary, Greg. Innocence, and it's got a picture of her right beside it, right beside that word. Yeah, it's like a mugshot though, but it's a picture of her. Okay, so let me go over everything that I hate to say that's wrong with it, but because it doesn't, to me, it doesn't really take away from it because of what it is. You know, these are very hard to find. And when you do find them, ain't nobody wanting to let them go cheap. And ain't nobody really wanting to let them go. They're, you know, just to look at. Judy says, Avery, she's going to take a nap. And then you come back. She doesn't know what time to give you, because sometimes she just automatically just falls asleep and she don't know what time it is. But then a nap happens and then she's back. Yeah. Susan, no. Maybe it was you snapshot it beside her in stripes with a number across. I didn't understand what that number was, Susan, across the top here. All right, so let me show you that. First of all, this is the little creamer. It is marked. It is the 290 creamer, and it is in, I mean, excellent condition. There's no chips that I can see or feel on it anywhere. Creamer, excellent. Okay. The sugar, this is the bottom part of it. It's got some little places, but it's just like, not like big chips out of the piece. It's just where the peaks come off, like chipped off. And here's over here. Looks like somebody tried to fix it there, but it's the shape is still all there. I think that's a pretty easy fix. It's just where some of the paint has chipped off. Now, the bottom right here is an actual chip out of the piece itself, but the way it sets, you really can't see that bad. I mean, you know, at all. It's still just throw you under the bus. Yeah, she did. And now the little, it's got some crazing inside here, but it's not showing in inside here. Also, there's a little chip right there, but the way it sits in like this. So you don't really see that edge where that's at. And I say that you don't see it, but it's still there, guys. I mean, I know a lot of people say, oh, well, just turn it to the back, or you don't really see it. It's there. I want to show it to you. I want you to see it all. It does bring the price down on it, but it doesn't affect the price that bad at all. His little, what do you call that? His beak has some little places around on it too, not chipped off the piece itself, just where like the paint flaked off. I think that's a pretty easy fix. Again, if that bothers you, you can take some little acrylic paint match the color, paint over that, because it's still the same shape, because it hasn't took a chip out of the piece itself, and then put some clear fingernail polish over it, and it'll give that appearance of it being glazed back over. You can do that. This is the inside. Does have some staining and crazing, but to get rid of that, put you some bleach water in there and let it soak, and it will bring that out, a lot of it. And that's the only thing with that one. He does still have part of his that sticker, but overall, I mean, still look at him. It ain't like he's majorly broke or anything like that. Now, let me get a start on these. And I think this is a really good start price on these. And if that's all they bring, I'm okay there too. But these sell for quite a bit. Okay. Let's see. I'm going to start them at $80. I think that's a really good price on them. I know I've seen them sell many times up in the hundreds. $150, $60. I did see a set that sold for over $200. I've seen just one single piece, the little creamer, sell for $80. Do robins get along with bluebirds? Yeah, just they don't get along with blue jays. And the only reason I know that is because my backyard has a lot of robins in it. And when blue jays come down, they fight something awful. I mean, feathers fly. And you do get both pieces. That's both of them. Let me give you measurements on them as well. But I wanted to make sure that before I even put a price in, I let you know exactly everything that I found that, some people would say, well, what's wrong with it? Well, what's happened to it through the years is the way I look at it. It's about 4 3/4 inches tall on the creamer, and the blue is just absolutely fantastic, just really, really cute. Meanies, yeah, they're the mean girls. And then the creamer is like 3.5 inches tall. Yeah, about 3.5 inch, and I love these. I almost was going to keep them because I have Miss Priss, and she's the cat, and I thought these BlueBirds would look really cute with her. But I already have the creamer and sugar, and the teapot, and the cookie jar, and the egg cups, and the jelly jar with the lid. I have a lot of the Miss Priss, and I'm trying to figure out. And then I have another really cool set from the 70s, the chickens, and I'm trying to figure out if I want to keep both sets or not. I'm with Judith at 80. Yeah, I've got the teapot. I can't remember all the pieces I have. It's egg cup, salt and pepper, creamer, sugar. I have like a gosh dang, cookie jar. I have a jelly jar. It's like it looks like the cookie jar, but it's got an underplate under it, and it's way smaller. Of course, it's like a jam jar. And that is the sugar on that one. And this is both of them together. I am getting ready to put last call in. There is a pretty little blue colored bird that comes out back here. I'm not sure what kind it is though. It's not a blue jay, and it never comes up real close to the house. It's always in a distance, and it gets down on the ground looking for stuff, and I do see it then. But I don't know what kind it is. And I'm going to put my last call in. Here we go, guys. Last call's in. And we're going to say sold. Judith, you got that set for $80. Congratulations. And I hope you enjoy it. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Let me write your name down on it. It is so sweet. I mean, I love it when I find pieces like that. They're higher end pieces, and I have to pay more for them. But it's nice when I can find them at the price like I did these, so I can bring them to you under, the $100 and some that they sell for online. And someone get them and can enjoy them at least a decent price. I mean, my goodness. There's some that just go crazy on their pricings. I know, aren't they cute? Oh gosh, you never find stuff that cute. Oh, I find stuff. I mean, I don't find it often, like those. Well, those, but I find some cute pieces, here and there. I know, just some places like I can't believe, like, places say like New York, and I mean, what was it? It was another place. I had someone, and the quilts and the FeedSack and the quilt tops and a lot of the things like I sold, when I started out like on eBay. I had a lot of buyers of that kind of stuff um, from New York, and they would pay. They if there was two New Yorkers or something like that going for the same piece, they would really go back and forth and bid it up. And here it's there's quite a bit of it. It's pricey. It's everywhere you go, but it's even more so up there because they don't find any of that kind of stuff, which surprises me a lot. In Florida, places like that. The bank. Oh gosh, yes, the bank. That bank, I'm telling you. My gosh, the last time I seen the bank, it was 300 and some dollars. That bank, I think. Or was it 6 something? Gosh, now you got me thinking. Um, I can't remember. It was I seen it at um oh, Greg, what was the name of that antique mall we went to? That big one in Ohio. That's where I seen it. I'm trying to look and see. But it was up there. They are so sought after. I mean, I probably won't even be able to find one. The banks, because well, just for instance, I want to show you right here. Well, it's not the bank, but just here's the one I found earlier. This is the little creamer like I just sold. It's sold for $64. That's just the creamer, and I had the creamer and the sugar. That's how pricey those are. I can't find one of the banks. I know exactly what you're talking about, but I don't see one here. Anyway, the last time I seen one, it was quite a bit. Heart of Ohio. Yes. Yes, I knew it something Ohio. I just couldn't remember heart. Could not remember that to save my soul. All right. So I don't remember anybody asking for anything else, but if there is, go ahead and let me know. Otherwise, I'm going to start up here at the top of my list, and the top of my list was the Lefton BlueBirds, and now it's the Nutcrackers. I'm going to go ahead and start with those. Got some pretty cool ones this week. I have some more. There'll be a few in each week until I run out of them or find some more. Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't know what they would have sold one for, and maybe it's not the same one I'm thinking of. I don't know, but I know it's up there, one of them, because they made more than one. Even like that set there, there's another set where they're instead of the flowers in their hair and the little ribbon bows, there's a bow tie. They're more anthropomorphic. There's not flowers in their hair. There's something else, and I can't remember what the other thing is in their hair. So let's go to this piece here. And this is the fireman Nutcracker. He is marked on the bottom. I knew I'd have him upside down. Zims 1998. Isn't he cool? He's and the little let's see if I can get hold of him here. This little part moves. Thought that was cool. And then there's this, his little what do you call it? Hose It's like a muslin canvas, and it's like stuffed down here with feels like sawdust or something crunchy in there. And he is really, really neat. I'm gonna get um, oh, it has the rhinestone eyes. Oh, I love anything with rhinestone eyes. He is about 13 and a half inches tall. This guy is here. He's a cool one. Got his hydrant and everything. We're gonna excuse me. Here's his little nutcrackery thing in the back. He's got his little coat on all the way around. He is just cool. And the hat is like a hard plastic. And he's wood. His hydrant is wood. He's pretty cool. I love his mustache. That mustache is something else. But there's his little mouth right there when you pull up on the... I know, ain't that stash out of this world. He's a cool one. Got his, what do you call them, gum boots or whatever firemen wear, fireman boots, his rubbers. I can't remember what they called them. Pretty cool. Last call is getting ready to put in. I have Gail and, oh God, I did it to you again, Gina. Gina and Greg, or AKA Woody. Oh, hell. And last call is in. He is awesome. He is really a neat one. He's got some weight to him. He's a nice made one. He's not one of those little flimsy cheap ones. He's a good one from the 90s. Gina at 27. Greg, almost called Greg Gail. Gail, you're on my brain. She's like, I've been called worse. Me too, girl. Me too. And I figure if they're calling me that, they're maybe not calling somebody else that. So I'll take it. Take one for the team. Greg's at 28. Gina's back in at 29. And I have a friend of mine, her name is Gail. So yeah, I don't mind that at all. Greg says out. We will say sold. And congratulations to Gina. And thank you, Greg, for bidding as well. Really cute piece. I love that piece. He was one of them at that sale. These two pieces right here that I have in today are actually the two pieces I picked up first. Because to me, they were the most different ones. Hadn't really seen before. Well, and the other ones, there's some I hadn't seen before either. But from what I could tell from the pictures, I knew for sure these were the ones I really wanted. Because I thought they were very, very cool. And that's going for 29 to... Next one. Oh my gosh. I absolutely love him. This is the Nutcracker Santa, and he is on the rocking horse. Isn't he cool? Oh, guys, look at this. See that going across? I'm having a It happens through my whole body, every part of it at times. Darn it. Hang on, let me see if I can get it straightened out. It's like, my goodness. So this is about, I would say, I'd call it 10.5 inches from the way it sits, from the bottom to the top. And then from front to back, you're looking at about 10 inches on him. Let me go ahead. While I'm trying to straighten this hand back out, I'll type in with the other one the start price on it. So it's about 10.5 by 10. And look how cool he is. I love his face. The horse, or I guess it's a reindeer actually, but it's a rocking reindeer. Got a bag of goodies there. Got a tree, looks like a candy cane. What else is in there? Ouch. Like a little car, a tree. Isn't it though? Congratulations. Yep. Yeah, it's like a rocking horse, reindeer, Santa, nutcracker. It's like, what else can they come up with? And instead of a ball, he's got like a little star on his hat on the end of it. But 10 inches from here to here. And from the top of his hat to the bottom, he's 10.5 inches. And he's just really cool. I really like him a lot. The little ears on the reindeer and these are felt. The little ears, they're like a leather, like probably a synthetic or whatever it's called, like a pleather leather. And then he's also holding, I don't know if you can see it, right here. And on the other side, looks like he's got a couple little trees on each side of him. And he's got the wooden, and they're wooden, and little wooden holly going up across him. I'm getting my last call ready to go in. He's got some really cool detail on him. Just cutie patootie. And I am with Greg at 25. The last call went in, and we're going to mark that sold to Greg for 25. Congratulations. Love it. That's so funny. Congratulations. Shoot. I have so much fun with you guys, I tell you. Oh. Oh. Next one. He's still got a tag on him. He says Santa's Workshop. Is there a Hubbard, Ohio? Looks like each and every piece has its own distinctive personality. Handcrafted figurine, posing arms. He's pretty cool. He's like a gesture. There's the little tag still on him. This is the part I was reading on him. I don't know what year he's from because some reason there's a, what is that gold thing on the back? Don't know, but I'm going to leave it there. But there's his little mouth right there. He's just a cutie patootie as well. You can set him or hang him as an ornament, either way. Oh, it does exist. Greg says he's about 7 inches if you count his tall little one sticking up there. I would give him more. Let's see, let's do more like that. I'd give him more about a 6, but you know, he's 6 to 7 inches depending on how you pull his hat. And I forgot to put a start in. Sorry. Court gesture. Mardi Gras colors, yeah. I don't know who Danny K is. Who's Danny K? Oh, Danny K. I think I do. For some reason, that name, I've heard it before. He's some famous person. With Greg at 12. I've got my last call. Started with Bing Crosby and Snow White. And last call's going in. And sold. Congratulations to Mr. Greg. He's cool. I've not seen one like this either, those bright yellows and pinks and greens. I thought he was really neat. So I grabbed him. And then next piece, excuse me, is going to be start. Whoop. Can I get, oh, okay. Next piece is this one here. Start price is $25 on him. He is a 9-inch peppermint twist snowman. And I'm trying to find where his little, sometimes they hide them little tags. I don't know why they got to be so sneaky and hide them. There he is. He is 2008. 2008. Annalee. He's a cool one. Got his little broom, his little peppermints on it. Thought he was neat. Still got part of his little tag back here on him. But he does stand quite nicely. And he's if you get him and say he's bent a little bit, I mean he is wired. So I mean he will bend back and stand properly. But what I usually do with them is put them in a bag. That way, if your package would get wet, he won't. They'll be in a plastic bag and wrapped up and taped up. Because you never know. You know, I've had mailmen leave boxes out in the rain, here anyway, so I figured they'd do the same thing anywhere else. Even though there's a covered front, and if you would just put the package up next to the door instead of on the edge of the stoop, it wouldn't get wet. It'd be under the awning. But no, not smart enough. Push it forward, you know, and it won't get wet. Crazy. But they're saying 9 inches. Let's see. I think he's taller than that. Yeah, he's taller than that because I think they're just measuring like I don't know what they're measuring. To me, he is from the bottom right there to the top. He's more like almost 11 inches tall. So if I go from the bottom, let me show you that, to the top, get the top of the hat. When you come across the top of that hat, you're at almost 11 inches. Susan is at 34. Did my last call go in? No, sorry. Sorry. I typed it, I guess, and then forgot to push it. Gina, Susan, Linda. Linda says out, and Gina says out. So we're going to mark sold, and it's going to Miss Susan Romy. Congratulations. Sister. Yeah. Congratulations. I love his nose. Cutie, 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 cutie. Now there's that. Let me write that down before I forget what I'm doing. Sometimes I have to go back and look up who got what because I forget to write it down. I know it's old, but then I forget. I get in the moment and forget to write something down. Okay, next is the other two Annalees that I have, and these are the ornaments. It will be choice on them. And it is the little mouse on the what do you call that, ribbon candy sled. This one is from 2010. His little tag is back here. It's really hard to see, but it is back there. This is the little mouse. Isn't he just darling? And he just hangs. He's a little ornament. The ornament's like he on there. He's about 4 inches tall. And then there's also a snowman. And he is about 5 inches tall. And he's got his little shovel, his little scarf, and holly. He's got the little peppermint stripe rim around his hat. He's almost a smaller version of that one there almost. But these are the choices I have this week on these. These are the last, I believe, the Christmas ones I have of the ornaments. Linda's at 15, Gina's at 16, Linda's back in at 18. So it is choice on those. You can either choose the snowman, which is 5 inches, or the little mouse that is, what did I say, about 4 inches, 3.5, 4 inches. I think it just depends on where you want his hat to sit, because I mean, there's a wire in it. You can make him way taller. He just, when I bought him, it was just bent like that. So you can do it however you want. I'm going to get my last call in here. This time I'll try to remember to push the button. And last call is in, and I am with Linda at 20. And I think this little, I bought this little bunch of Annalee ornaments was the first time I found like a lot of the ornaments, that many. In a while. I had some earlier, a few years ago, but that was the only ones. Last call's in, and I'm with Linda at 20. Damn, out again. And we will mark that sold to Miss Linda. And I know, Linda, which one would you like? It might be both. I don't know. Both. She is going to take both of them. And I've got your name down on those. And congratulations. And thank you very much. All in the Attic Treasures, hello. How are you doing? Now, I picked this up yesterday, and I thought it was so cool. I'd never seen it before. It's a metal piece. It is metal, and you stick it out in your yard, and it measures the snow. Isn't that cool? I thought, how stinking cool is that? You could put that right there by your front door where you could see it. I did have to clean it up down here. It, was somebody had actually already stuck it in the ground, but and it's got some kind of little numbers that I don't really know what that means, but and it is metal. It is pretty cool. I liked it, so I picked it up. I'd never seen one of these before. From tip to top. Oops, got my ruler backwards. To him, he is 11 and a quarter inches tall. He is so stinking cool. Now, I did find them online. They go for around $25, plus shipping and everything like that. But how cool is that? Of course, here in Missouri, sometimes it may go over his head. You never know. Oh, yeah, it measures snowfall. Yep, you stick it down in the ground, and then it measures the inches of snow. I think he would even look cute done in a flower pot inside at Christmas time. Through the winter would look really cute done up like that. You wouldn't necessarily have to put him outside. I think he would be great decoration in a plant or a flower pot. Hi, Miss Deborah Tucker. How you doing? Last call is going in. So I have Susan, Deborah Tucker, and on this one, Deborah Tucker is at 20. He's in really good shape. His paint is good, everything. Like I said, I took some hot water and soap and a toothbrush and scrubbed him all up really as best I could. Get buried with one snowfall. Exactly. But then you start measuring how many inches is gone, and before you can get out. Susan is at 21. Deborah Tucker's at 22. Susan is at 23. you to say that would. Oh, yeah. I don't think you get a whole lot of snow then. You could make people guess, couldn't you? Looks like Deborah Tucker said out to Susan, so we're going to mark that sold, and that is going to Miss Susan Romy. Congratulations, and thank you very much. Yeah, that's a cool piece. I never knew anything like this existed. It's a neat one. Like I said, if you don't want to put it outside, put it in a plant that you decorate your plant up with some little mercury glass balls and things, and stick the Santa or snowman down in there and some little things. Decorate them up for Christmas, and I think that's a really cool piece. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay, now this one is an oldie. I'm not sure how old it is. I forgot to look. It says Japan. It's probably the 60s, I would say. So 60s, 70s, maybe. This is called a dream doll. It is Japan piece, but it looks like a Santa. He's got his little candle in his hand, his little legs there, and he's got his little striped nightgowny on. He's just a cutie patootie. Yeah, he would be fun for crafts. Neat, unusual piece. Yeah, I only found 2 others online, out of on eBay, and that's I wouldn't call it rare, but maybe it's a harder to find piece. They only had 2 of them, and there's millions of items on eBay, but that one there, 2. So let's give him a start. He's going to start out at 22. Oh, yeah. I was watching that on television the other day at my mom's. They had the TV on. I don't own a television, so I don't really watch TV. But when I was at mom's, they had the TV on, and that was on, and my goodness, the smoke and the fires and the smoke and stuff was unreal. Look how cute he is. He's got his little hat. Started him out at 22. Look at his little slippers. I absolutely love his little slippers. Got the little ball on top, little slip-on, little house shoes. He is right about 11 inches tall, I believe. He does stand. Now, he doesn't, I don't think he stands. Yeah, well, let me see. Because he is you can bend him a little bit in his legs. But yeah, he's standing right there. So he does stand. I think you could probably straighten his legs and he sit as well. Yeah, his nose. His nose is like satin. An Annalee wannabe. Yep. Or maybe, since these were made before Annalee. Well, no, Annalee's were back in the 50s as well. I don't know. Maybe he is an Annalee wannabe. He is adorable. His little pom-pom like call them buttons, like the little pom-pom, little half pom-pom like buttons. He's a neat piece. 22 on him. I need to hit this dress area right here. It's like somebody had him put away, and it's got a permanent crease there causing it to do that. But I think just laying him down, hitting it with a hot iron, he would come out of that. Yeah, next to a mini Christmas tree, or you could even put him in your Christmas tree, Started in 1934. Annalise did. I knew it was back there because I'd seen I think the oldest one I've had is 1954, I think, was the oldest one I've had. And it was a really weird looking Santa. We got some rain the other day finally, and it cooled things off here, quite a bit. Well, when I say quite a bit, it cooled everything off about 10, 15 degrees. And then it went right back up. But yeah, company incorporated in 1955. Aha. He is. The oldest I've seen is 1963. Oh, yeah, I had some on a long time ago, Greg. Probably back when I first started. They were the 50s. I can't remember where I found them, but I'm going to lay him to the side. Put a little mark beside his name here. Now I'm going to do the next two. I'm going to do the two cats. I believe that's the next, or three cats. I'm sorry, three cats. And then I'm going to get into the FeedSacks after that. And the little mini tree skirts are awesome. So I'm going to go to cloth after the cats. But all of these cats will be priced, starting prices are the same. Yeah, 22 for him, for the Dream Doll, Japan Santa. He was $22. If you'd like him, he's number 8. You just have to type in number 8, and I will get him to you. Got it. Okay. He is yours. Congratulations. do, 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 do. Hell, that's Sesame Street, I think. Oh, okay. So let me get a start on the cats. Did I do that? Did that go? There it went. Okay. I'm trying to watch a soccer game at the same time. So the three cats are okay. Okay, let me just a second, guys. Give me just a minute. Okay. Sorry. I tucked my leg and bent it up behind me in the chair, and I thought a Charlie horse was going to start. And I had to sit with it flat down, weighted to make it not. Okay. So $16 is where we're going to start. And you have these choices. This one is the wooden one, and it says, I'm not sure what it says. Something Maui. 1995. What does that say? I'm trying to, is that LAHA? La Havana? Is that Maui? But it is for this hand carved cat. He's got a little scratch on him right there, but what does that mean? Do you know? Is that a place in Hawaii? It's like, what kind of wood did they call that then? I can't remember. If it's a city in Hawaii. You've been there? Hi, Amy, how you doing? I think he's a cutie patootie. I like the wooden little. I'm trying to think what it. I can't remember the type of wood that is. So that's one of your choices. Like I said, I got 3 little cats here, and he is about right around 6 inches. The next cat is about 6.5 inches, and it is this one here. And he's got that little what do you call him? Pumpkin. Oh, goodness. He's a little black cat with the polka dots and everything on him. Just as cute as can be. He's not marked on the bottom, so I really don't know a whole lot about him. He is a ceramic piece. He's not porcelain, but that little pumpkin is really cute. I like that it moves. 6.5 inches tall there. And then this one is, let me give you a measurement on him, 6 inches. And he is marked on the bottom. I'm guessing that's a name of a place in Mexico. But I love these little cats. I love the little scenes on them. Isn't that cool? The painting, it's like they're carrying grain or something, and the houses and everything in the backgrounds, the birds in the skies. He's a really cool color of like a cobalt blue color with the lavender, red's yellowtail. Really neat. Like Talavera. I just thought it was really cute. Cute, cute, cute. So anywhere from 6.5 inches on these cats. It is choice. You take either one of them, two of them, 3 of them. It's up to you. And I'm going to get my last call going here. And hi, Amy and Chuck. How are you doing? Nice to see you. Hope you had a good vacation. Let's see. Gina is in. Susan Romy. And Amy and Chuck. And last call went in. And I am with Susan at 19. So it looks like I have about 3 people in on these. Love this one. Signed and everything on the bottom. Great shape. No chips or cracks or anything like that in him. Then I love this little guy here. Little Halloween cat. He's really cute. Like he might be up to no good the way he's looking there. Love the purple polka dots on him. And that little pumpkin charm around his neck. And then this is a really cool one here. You can make him any holiday by tying whatever color ribbon around his neck. I would probably, because he does have that little scratch on him right there. But don't you think some, since he's wood, some like, what is that stuff called? Wood, that oil, could take care of that really easily. I know an aunt of mine used to take a brown a brown crayon and would put it over scratches on the edges of her like coffee table or something. And then because it was a wax, she could buff it a little with a soft towel and it would turn shiny like the coffee table, and it worked great. Looks like Gina says out. Let me see who I am with. Susan's at 19. Okay, Amy and Chuck's back in at 20. Susan's at 21. So it's any of these that you would like. These are 2 of them here. Don't know the maker of this one, but he's a really cool looking cat. This one apparently is Hawaiian. And this one is Mexico. Talavera, I believe is what they call this art. Love the color of that. I mean, look at the color of that. It is so pretty. Really neat. And he's shiny. He is really shiny. Amy and Chuck is out. So we're going to put in sold. And then Susan, just let me know which one or ones you want. Totally up to you. Mexico, Hawaii, pumpkin is how we can describe them if you want. Or just however you'd like to. The black Halloween cat, thank you. This one. That'll look really awesome with that black cat you got last week. And then let's go to the next person, which was Amy and Chuck at 22. Would you, I'll take the wooden one, please. Okay. You are on top of things, girl. Or boy, whichever one you are. Is it Amy or is it Chuck? Are y'all both there together? It's both, yep. And then the last cat I have, I'll offer it back to, go back up. I think it was Gina. I gotta remember. Remember. Gina, I had 18. Would you like this one at 18? I think that's where I had you last in. If not, that's okay too. You can type pass. But if you would like this one, just say yes. Epcot. Oh, I've been to the Magic Kingdom. I got married in Florida to my second husband on Clearwater Beach. And we went to the Magic Kingdom and Busch Gardens. Yes, please. But what? Did I miss something? Let's see. No, Amy and Chuck was answering me when she says both. She's answering me that it is her and her husband there. So if you would like this one, yes, you can get it. At least that's what I was understanding. I put your name on it for now. All right, we're going to move on to the fabrics that I brought today. I'm going to try to, I'm trying to get through. Hey, I'm going to run something past y'all and let me know if you're interested in this. I'm thinking about doing some sales that I'm going to call Play It Again, Sam. How you like that for words? And what it is I have boxes of stuff, guys, that, it's trying to do it to me again. Dang it. Boxes of stuff that I don't know what to do with. Some items I may have had on before, and they didn't sell. But then other things are items that, like, I've bagged up, or I haven't bagged up. It's just stuff in baskets and in boxes, little things to craft with. There may be an ornament here, or a piece of lace or something in this little bag, or it's just bits and pieces of different things. And it's all usable in crafting, and some of it's just knickknacks that you would just set out, Christmas stuff, other everyday things, just things. So I thought about just picking up one of those boxes and just bringing it to a pop-up sale. I don't even know what's in it all totally, just what I can see on top. And it's just a surprise for both of us. And I make little bundles, and that's how I sell it. And just call it Play It Again, Sam, because you might have seen it before, and I'm going to play it to you again. And just try to make it little bundles of things that may not have nothing, one thing may not have nothing to do with the other. But now you might have two projects to work on, or you may have a trinket to set out somewhere and some little miniature things to craft with or something, because sometimes I buy boxes of things and it's just got so much different littles in it and little things here and there. Just, ah. No, I haven't. I've got them laying right here in front of me. That's what I'm getting ready to do. So I'm thinking about doing something like that. I got to get it all worked together totally the way I want to do it. Because I want to do it to where it's just boxes of items and not individual pieces. So it'd be like you're buying a flat. Remember, years ago, I did a flat sale. And what I did is I just would fill up a flat, and that flat started at this price, and you got everything in the flat. And that sale went pretty good. I sold quite a bit of flats of stuff. Yeah, okay, that sounds great. Okay, I've got some feedback from you on it. Sometimes the bag of goodies. Yes. Yeah, and that's just it. The bigger items I could show you, but then the little stuff I just throw in a little bag and hold it up and say it's just full of just little things like this. It would take me forever to show you every little piece, so it would just have to be laid out in a flat. And of course, if you turn a flat up, it's going to fall out. So you're just going to have to, I'll pick and choose the best pieces out of it. And I know my hands are probably going all over the place because I'm looking over here and I can see my hands just flipping every damn different direction. But so, okay, I got some ideas. I just want to get rid of, downsize a few things. And I know there's some of the stuff in it y'all could use, because I don't want to throw it in the trash. It's too good to throw away, and I think y'all would get more use out of it than me taking it and donating it to a Goodwill or something. And I could still maybe make a little bit on it. Maybe not, maybe break even. I'm happy with that. Hey, it has been a while. Trisha, how are you? You're not even blue anymore. I don't know if I still have all your information either. It's been that long. If my hands were tied down, I'd be able. Yeah, I talk with my hands quite a bit. All right, I did not get to measure these guys. Time I got everything done last night, and I was wore out. I was done. It was poke me with a fork. I was done. So let me get a start. We're going to do the FeedSack. It is a choice on them, and you can take one or two. If you're high bidder, you got first choice of taking them both or just taking one. These are, I am starting these out at $25 a piece. I've never seen either one of these, especially the Lily of the Valley. Now I have seen some of the big flowered pieces like this. I think this would make a beautiful pillow. Beautiful pillow. And you can make a couple of them or more, depending on the size you made them, because this is a full FeedSack, meaning that it has been opened, but not been cut or anything. There's no holes in it that I've seen at all. It measures, I got my yardstick laying out here. It measures about 37 yards by, so it's a little bit, about an inch bigger than a yard, by about, let's see, we're looking at 45 inches wide. Yeah, that'd be in there too. There'd be ephemera and everything in it. I have ephemera that back to the 1800s. That would all be in there. So this is the one with the big blue flowers. Really pretty. If you notice, there's one little area, and I don't even know where it's at. It's that light. It is that light, guys. Where it was folded, the top part that was folded, it's a little yellow. But that soaks out with a little OxyClean. I've never had an issue with any of that not coming out. But I have not cleaned these. This is the way I bought them. They were just like this. They were actually really good shape. This is 37 by 45. Let me write that down so I do not forget that. Because I know I'll repeat that again here in a little bit and I won't remember. And then this is the Lily of the Valley. Never seen this one. Never. It also has like a little yellow place on it. Like where they fold it, when they fold it, it's about this size. But it's not, I don't know if you'll even be able to see it. That's how light it is. As a fabric collector, right here, I don't know if you'd really be able to see that there's a little bit of yellowing, where it was folded. But OxyClean, let it soak for about an hour or so, dump that out, clean your water, re-OxyClean again, and then let it set overnight. And I think by the next day that will be gone. This one measures, and usually I already have this done, but like I said, I was just out of the question getting it done. I just couldn't do it. So again, we're looking at about 45 by 36. 45 by 36. Let me get this up here where you can see it. It is a choice. And then you have like the Lily of the Valleys there, and they're in the white with the green leaves. And then you have them sort of a peach colored and a yellow. Really pretty. Really neat. 100% cotton, FeedSack, some of the best fabric out there. I mean, they do not make fabric like this today. I don't think. I mean, I've been in a lot of fabric stores and paid $12, $15, $25, a yard for fabric, and still I would rather have a FeedSack to sew with than that. I think this one, here's where it was folded. So it's about this size, like this. And this part, it's not quite as white as this. So I don't know if you'll be able to see the difference, how much wider this side is than over here. But there again, that's that yellowing just from age. And that will come out of it. Just love that. I mean, I absolutely love that. And this blue, oh my gosh. Imagine this done up in pillows on your bed. Just like, like when I in my bed at night. Now my bed is one of those adjustable beds, but even at that, your back sometimes when it comes up doesn't fit flush. So just a nice long, doesn't have to be square, but rectangled pillow just to go across your back, even for in your car when you travel. This would be great to do a pillow like that out of, and you could do a couple or more pillows like that out of these because they're I guess what you consider square yard of fabric. Gonna get my last call in, and I am with Gina at 25. No, FeedSack is not the same as bark cloth. Mm. Oh, I love vintage fabric. Oh, I absolutely love vintage fabric. I gave away so much fabric when I moved this last time. The woman, I just gave it to her. I knew she couldn't afford to buy it, so I just gave it to her. And it was, I think she ended up with 6 or 8 yard, big black yard, like trash bags full. And also gave her batting, warm and natural rolls of batting. What I did not give was my FeedSack. I kept that. And there was one small container of fabric I kept. But the rest of it, I just gave to her because I know she could. I knew she made purses and wallets, and I knew she had a hard time sometimes affording to buy nicer fabric. So I gave it to her so then she could make some nice purses and stuff and make her and her family some money to, and she didn't have to have any money in it, you know, because what was I going to do with it? I had to get rid of it immediately, because I had to move a month before I thought I was going to. So I just gave it to her, and hopefully she used it and made some awesome pieces. I mean, I had some really neat fabric. So this is going to go to Gina at 25, and you just need to let me know whether you want the blue or the lily. You can take them both, or you can just take one. It's up to you. Blessings come back. Well, I was in a pickle because I thought I had 30 more days, which I could have, but it would have cost me another month's rent. So I thought, well, I'll save that month's rent. And even if I sold the fabric, I would have probably made the month's rent. So it was the lily one. I don't blame you. That's a good one. That's a good one, girl. When I seen it, my eyes went, "Ooh, I like that." So I got that. So I have the blue one left at 25. If anybody would like this one, it is number 24. So all you'd have to do is type in the number 24, and you would get this one for $25. But Gina, congratulations. And thank you very much. Let me write this one down. Put a little mark by it. Oh, Susan wants number 24. So we're going to put Susan's name on that one. Thank you, Susan. And congratulations to you too. It is so stinking pretty. Wait till you get it. I mean, my goodness, that is so pretty. Ah. Yep. And if you make them into pillows, you can, when you cut it, you cut a smaller piece for the top or for the bottom, I mean, of one side of the pillow, and you cut one it's bigger because it laps over that smaller piece. That's your opening. So then you can stuff your pillow in, and then you have a solid square or whatever shape you're making on the front side. And that would leave a opening in the back where you don't have to worry about taking stitches out all the way around. You just pull that opening open, stuff your pillow, and then it self shuts. So it's really a neat way to make a pillow. Ooh, and imagine those done, because I have a set of FeedSack pillowcases that I've done. I made them into pillowcases to fit my pillows. Avery's not back. I don't see Avery, but you're awake. That's hilarious. Okay, guys, wait till you see these. These are awesome. These are miniature, vintage, felt, and sequin and beaded tree skirts. I'm going to show them. I'm going to get a price. I do have 2 of them here. Get them apart. Okay, the first one, let me see if I can give you sort of a measurements on them. I'm just going to go across it. So that'd be the, would that be the circumference of it, I guess? It is 24 inches from side to side. Now it is a full circle. Got some fuzz on it here. Let me get that off. It's a full circle. It's got the little hole in the middle to have your tree, your little tree put up around it and everything. It is your vintage felt. It's more of like a wool felt, which is really nice. And then it's got this beaded edges all the way around it with all the different, cool sequins. And I want to show you all this too and let you know that I am going to be making some small bags up. They won't be huge, big bags, but it doesn't take a big bag to get a lot of sequins in because I have sequins like these. The leaves, the little circles, the hearts. I don't remember what else in there. There's even reindeer and everything. I have that I'm going to sell just in bags. That way, if you want to make something or you have an old piece that you need to replace the sequin on, you can do that. So there's that one. And then this one here, let's see the measurements on it. I think it's about the same size. Oops, it might be a little bit smaller, but it is. It's 23 inches. Where one's 24 inches, this one's 23 inches. And it is also the full circle. Goes all the way around. Just like that. And it has less sequins on it. But they're bigger ones, most of them. Butterflies. Candlesticks, flowers. Oh, there's a reindeer. Reindeer. What is that? I don't know what that is. Sticker. Golden sticker. Well, I watched Willy Wonka last night. There's a bow. Leaves, all that kind of stuff. Oh, and I forgot to push in the price. That's lovely. Let me get that in there. So these will start out at $18 each. These are really, really cool. These would make great if you have like your dining table centerpiece. You could do a whole Christmas scene out with a sleigh and Santa, which next week I will have a wooden sleigh in the sale. But something like that. And then the greenery and just, a little tree even. You can buy little silver Christmas trees, as you used to be able to, at the Dollar Tree. No, they're stitched on. See the stitches on the back? They are all stitched on. Even the trim there is stitched on. I would say these are probably, what do you think? Probably 50s or 60s. Even has like this one even has some of the bigger jewels on it. Like this one is, I even have a bag of these that I'll probably do a little bag of as well. And it's the plastic, more 3D, different shapes that they used to use on things as well. There's even a crescent moon, And like I said, I have 2 of these. This one has the more scattered out. This one is the more clustered. This one here is also 24 inches across. This one is 23. Not a whole lot of difference in the size. They are all stitched, both of them. Neither one of them are glued. Yeah, no glue, all stitched. Yeah, I don't like stuff that's glued. You know, I just don't think it doesn't look as pretty. Yeah, tabletop tree, just the shiny brights. Yeah, like those little ornaments I did sold earlier with the that were the sequins ones. Yeah, those would look neat on a little tree. Look, I've already sold them. I think Avery got them both. Nice centerpiece on your table. So like I said, I do have 2 of them. It'll be choice. You can take 1 or 2. And my last call is going in. And I did not see anyone else come in but Amy and Chuck. So we're going to say Soul Train. Sold. Y'all remember that? Soul Train. And she said she's going to take both. She ain't even if Anna or button it. She is saying both just like that. Boom. I don't blame her. I don't blame you. That's why I said I'll take both at the sale. That's the only 2 they had. And I took them both. Yep. Let me get that. Amy and Chuck. Congratulations. Okay, next. I'm going to do these. We're getting down to the last of the stuff. Now, these will be choice. I'll do these 2 sets first, and then I'll do the big one separate. Oh, that's sweet. Yeah, I just I love those sequence covered things like that. I think they were so cool. They did the ornaments, the push pin with the sequins. They did the tree skirts, the other felted ornaments. I just love them all. I mean, when I see them, I tried to grab them because that is a lot of work in those. I mean, imagine sitting there and sewing each one of those on. That's hours. But then I guess there wasn't so much where you sat and watched television the whole time. There was you had time to actually do other things. So in each one of these, this is an oval set and a diamond set. Looks like this one says, what does it say on it? It says Sweden. They both say Sweden, so they're both made in Sweden. And there's 10 of them in each lot, and they are all in really good condition all the way through. I didn't see any rust or anything like that on them. They listened to the radio show. Yep. That way they could listen and do things at the same time. Like this one has like those, maybe a couple of little spots in there, darker spots. But these are great to use as ornaments. I couldn't even think the word. I've made some where I've tucked little holes, take a nail, hammer, lay it down on a piece of wood, put a nail right here, hammer it through. There's your hole to hang it. And then you do sceneries. And just imagine you just take a little, cut off a piece of garland and just stick it there, and then stick an angel on it. An old angel, or one of the little plastic angels or something, or a Santa. And then you've got the cutest little ornament. So there's 10 in each thing here. And they'll start at $12 a set. So you can either take the diamond or the ovals. And there's 10 of each, all in really nice condition. Marked Sweden. Great to use in crafts. But now you can also use them as tart tins. And I think I think the way I would do it anyway is I would use graham cracker crust and push it into one, and then take them, and you can bake them in the oven, and then take them out of that, and then fill them with little slices of berries or blueberries or whatever, and put a sugar glazed on them, and I think they would be great with then top with a little whipped cream. Yeah, you could do some really fun things. Several things. I mean, bake with them or craft with them, whichever you wanted to use them for. This one here I think would work the best. The reflectors, push one of those into there, glue it. Little cheesecakes, yeah. You know what I mean? Little mini cheesecakes, yeah. And you put a reflector in there, and then you could put a mercury glass ball. How pretty is that? That would be really cool looking as well. You wouldn't have to do a lot to them because they got such a great shine to them. And I think they would just look so neat when your lights hit them on a Christmas tree. Would be so cool. $12 a set. There's 10 in each set. If anyone is interested in those. And Gina is in at 10. I'm going to get my last call because I haven't had anybody else pop in there, Gina. So I'm going to go ahead and do last call for you. And I'm going to mark them sold. And I just need to know whether you want oval or diamond or both. There are 10 of each one of them, whichever one you would like. Or you can take them both as well. These here, the oval ones, very pretty. Very, very pretty. Now, I do have the diamond-shaped ones left if anybody would like those. They are number 18, and they're $12. And I'll put these over here for you. And congratulations. So I do have the diamond-shaped ones left. If anyone is interested in those. Number 18, $12. The next ones are the bigger ones. Now these would make little pies. I think that would be so cool. You could put your crust in there, and then those little balls, those little weighted balls, put them down on there so it holds it down flat, and cook little crusts and make you some little pies. Now these are bigger, but same concept with these as the others. You could also do them into ornaments. They'd just be bigger ones, or they make great pedestals for your items to set in. You could do a scenery in here on a little bedding of batting or something, and do you some tinsel trim around the outside edges and do the greatest little scenes in there. How come I can't get that 5 to go in there? That ain't my number button. There it went. Okay. I accidentally had hit the number lock. I could figure out when my numbers wouldn't go in. Okay, so these are going to start at 15, but there are 13 of these, and these are the bigger ones. They are in really good condition as well, all nice and shiny, and they measure about 4.5 inches. These are absolutely excellent. I mean, just look like big sunflowers, don't they? Really cool. There are 13 in total. They are all in nice, really nice condition. There may be one, I think that because they had taped them together. Let me see if I can, maybe not. Might have a little sticky on it. Yeah, right here. I can't get that sticky. Of course, I ran out of my little alcohol pads, and I buy those little alcohol pads, they use at the hospitals for give you a shot. They wipe off the area, and that'll take that sticky off. But I've ran out of those, and I've got to pick me up another box of those. And they're very inexpensive, a couple $1 or $2, something like that, for a box of like 50 or 100. I can't remember. So I'm going to get my last call ready here. I am with Gail at 15. And if no one comes in here in just a minute, I'm 79. I am 79. First husband, Judy. So these are going to Gail. Sold is in. Congratulations. This is the first time I've had the bigger ones like this. I really like these. These were really, I was really happy. I found those at an antique shop. So these are the only ones that I have left. And these were 10 of them, $12, number 18. If anybody's interested in those, I do have those left. Let me write those down right there for Miss Gail. And then we will move on to her. Oh my gosh, she's so cute. Look at her. She's got a little basket of kittens. Oh my goodness. And there are, I let my granddaughter sit down yesterday and pulled all these apart for me because I have 3 of these, and I'll be bringing one to about each sale. And there's 5 other dolls in here. These are Russian. These were actually bought when the person went to Russia. Very, very cute. And they've got all these little kitty cats. Yeah, they will make some really cool ornaments. Let's see, let's give this a start. I need my glasses, can't see. And that's the second one. The start is 20 on this. And then there's this size. Another little kitty cat. I love that she's holding a cat. I think the other ones that I have too, she's holding a cat. But there's they're not red like this. They're different colors. And then there's another one where she's holding a little kitty cat. My granddaughter was like, "Oh, Grandma, it's doing it again." And then this is the smallest one, and it's this big. And she's even got a little kitty cat. The smallest one measures right about a half an inch, just a little over a half an inch. And then the biggest one, this one, let's see how it measures. It measures about 2.5 inches almost. Not quite, but almost. So yeah, just stinking cute. Then that size goes, let's see, I got to remember how to do this now. Can't remember. How does this go? Okay. There's all the bottom pieces are in there. And then the next piece goes on. And then the next piece goes on. Everyone have a super great week. Oh, where you going, Pat? I'll see you later, girl. Have a good time. Or be good. Let me put it that way. Just be good, girl. Just be good. So there's 5 total. This would be the first one all the way down to about a little over a half an inch in these. Thanks for being here, Miss Pat. And this is $20 on this one. If I don't have any interest in this, I'm going to set it to the side right here. And I'll put a little mark. Now I have this piece here. Now this is, I'm not sure how old the tree is. I'd say it's an older one. I've not seen one in a wooden pot, but it's a wooden, and it's got the snow on it and everything. And then now I've put these little ornaments, glued them little ornaments in all around the tree. There's green, red, silver, gold, pink. Like this one's a real light pink. So grandson's coming for a week. Oh, I'll put you in my prayers, girl. Oh, for a week. I don't know. I don't know if I can do it for a week. I do it. Sometimes when like my son, asks if I would watch the kids while they go out together, because maybe him and his wife haven't been out together in a while. And they just go get something to eat, maybe, and maybe they're gone a couple hours or so, something like that. And I can handle that. But I did do my youngest grandson, which is my other son's baby. He's not very old. He will just be a year on the 27th of August. And I watched him one day and it wore me completely out. I just don't think I could do that again. I really don't. Not that I wouldn't want to. It's just that I just mentally don't think I could do that again. It just did not work for me. I had to hold him the whole time. I didn't get anything done. It was just crazy. I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it again. Let's see. Let's get a price in there on this piece. And this one is actually like, 10 inches tall, I guess. It's a nice size. And you can add, I left room where you can add more stuff, like that fruit and things could still be stuck in here, but the mercury glass ornaments are already in it. Now, these are not beads. These are actual mercury glass ornaments. I did hot glue them in. You can peel that off, and if you didn't like them in there, you could take them off. But it's a really cool tree. So starting him out at 18, he's a neat one. And just a little FYI for people that craft or anyone that has bottle brush trees, if you say you pack them away and they're like, oh, they're so smashed, I mean, you know what you do? Mine were that way too. This whole side was smashed in. But all I had to do was, hang on. Oh, God. Hang on, guys, just a minute. Okay. All you have to do is, I got me a big bowl. And I have one of those electric kettles, you know, a tea kettle. And I boiled me some water and held it over the bowl and just poured the hot water on it. Just a minute. Whew, okay, guys. I'm gonna try to get through this. I'm gonna try. Oh man. Whoo, doggy. Ah, all right. Um, sorry, I am so sorry. Um, all right, sorry. Hope I didn't lose anybody there. Ah, I'm gonna try something more to the edge of my chair here. Keep that leg a little straighter, maybe. Oh, woo, hoo. Can y'all hear me? Can y'all see me still? I did black the screen out because I didn't want y'all to hear or see me scream. Uh, uh, oh, don't worry about me. I'm okay. It's just Charlie horses, you know, and I have them, been having them lately quite frequently. And I'm trying not to prevent it or let it stop me from doing what I want to do, but it does pause things for me a lot and takes the breath out of me. Whew. And apparently gives me the shakes. Okay. Anyway, let's go back. Let's see. Gina and Pat. Pat's at 19. Gina says out. Um, Pat, I thought you left, girl. What the hell? Mm. So I didn't even get my last call in there. I don't think before all hell hit fire. So and sold, I think. And Miss Pat. Oh, this is coming your way, girl. Let me get that wrote down here. Oh, okay. Okay, that's what I was doing. Yeah, you just take them and put them down in hot water. I use my kettle because I want the water to be nice and hot. And if they're smashed and you pour that hot water over them, they'll just go and pop back up. If they don't just automatically do it, just pour a little bit more on it and they'll eventually pop back up. I sat down the other day and did all of mine, which I had probably 20 of them, and did them all with one kettle and just held them and poured it over just to make sure you don't want to miss your fingers, of course. Um, but that's a real quick way. Even if they have the snow on them, you just don't want to touch the snow because it will soften that snow and it will fall off. But if you just leave it alone, stand them up, set them up where they're sitting up straight, and just let that water drain down off of them, and that snow will re-dry and harden back up, and everything will be fine with them. Oh yeah, it works great. It works really good. I did these that way too. And some of these trees you can take, and sometimes I bleach them. Just put them down in a cup of bleach water. Takes all the color out of them, and they turn to that natural sort of antique white looking color. And then I make me another cup with whatever color food, and I just use food coloring. You don't have to buy special dyes. I just buy regular food coloring that I color, eggs with at Easter. And I just put the whole tree down in there, let it soak, and let it stay for however long it takes to get to the color I want it to get. Because if you don't leave it in there, say like if you do pink and it looks like a really hot pink color, the liquid does. But if you don't leave it down there long enough, you're just going to get a light pink. And then once you got it the color you want, run it underneath some water or and rinse it just a little bit just to get the big off, and then just set it and let it sit there and dry, and you can make whatever color tree you want. Oh yeah, I've tried a lot of that kind of stuff. Um, I mean, I've been to doctors years ago. Charlie horses. It's um, muscle spasms and all that kind of stuff. But none of their stuff seems to work for me. It just usually makes me nauseous. Okay, now these next two are smaller trees. They're like 3.5 inches, and it is choice. And you, let's see, 3.5, yeah, 3.5, 4 inches. Yeah, 3.5 to 4 inches, right in there. One's a little skinnier, one's a little fatter. I spray paint my trees. Oh, I never thought of that, my Robin with a Y. Cool. So you can either take the little round chubby one or the little skinny one. They're both about the same height, about 4 inches. The crazy thing is after like Charlie horse things that I have, and like right now I've got that legs pushed out as hard as I can, and pushing up against the back of my desk here and trying to keep it straight and pressure on it. As soon as it starts to release, it's like it's everything's great, like it never happened. I just keep on moving. But it's the craziness of it all happening, and then all of a sudden it's nothing. I don't understand how all that works. It's sort of crazy. I'm going to get my last call in. Because I know some people think, well, gosh, she couldn't even walk, and look at her now. She's going all over the place. Well, because it's not something that it lasts all the time. I feel pretty good when nothing's wrong. But when it happens, and it takes me. It just absolutely, and I can take a lot of pain, guys. I mean, I can take a lot of pain. But when it's like that and it paralyzes you and the pain, you just barely move, and it just shoots right up your leg, up your rooter, and all the way to the top of your head. It's, one of those pains. I can't do that. So Miss Judith, at $10, would you like the little short chubby one, or the taller or the same height, or the skinny one, or both? You got it for 10. And she's going to take both. And if I just learn, I cannot, but it's so much more comfortable. But I cannot pull my legs behind under the chair. I know I can't. And I don't know why I always do it. I even did it the other night out of bingo, and oh, that was not good either. I was not yelling bingo. I was yelling, oh shit. Oh man, it was something else. Next up, I have this jar. This is a vintage jar. It is a paddle jar, pure mustard, an old mustard jar. It's got the red and white lid on it. It's got the ribbed columns going down it and everything. And then this centerpiece here, if you wanted to label it or whatever, you could still put a label in there. Now, inside here, I have picked these buttons to go in here because I had a container and it was full of buttons, but a lot of them were like regular, just white plastic shirt buttons. And I just don't like those buttons. They're just common buttons, like that. I don't care for. You can usually buy them pretty cheaply. Now there are probably a couple in here, but that's it. But mostly you're going to find some really cool colored buttons. Gold, there's some metal buttons in here. There's even a button down there with a monogram I thought was really cool. All different sizes. Here is a mother of pearl dyed pink button. A lot of different shades. And then on the top, I thought I went with some buttons that were in more of the fall colors. It's like if you were doing something to make something's eyes, I put those in. There's some self-shank, some 4-hole, some 2-holes, even some with the little rhinestone inside. And I tried to make sure there was multiples of the buttons I had multiples of. That way, if you were, say, making stuffed animal or something and needed buttons for its eyes, or a doll, you had enough to do that with. There's even some of these black buttons here on the bottom that are self-shaped plastic, and they have that glass rhinestone in the top of them. There's a few of those in there as well. So really neat. And I couldn't tell you how many's in there. It's full. I mean, it's full to the brim, just to where I could get the lid to go on. So let's give it a start. The jar alone, I would say, is probably $6 to $8 for this little jar around here. I know in other places these vintage jars can be even more, but for around here, $6 to $8 is usually a price on these. And I try to put buttons when I sell them in a neat kind of container that you could reuse for other things as well. So these buttons are going to start out at $15, and you get them all. I think that's a good price. There's a lot of buttons in there. And even metal ones, even rhinestone ones. Yeah, there's some neat ones. Red, white, blue, orange, yellow, green, self-shank, 2-hole, 4-hole, everything. There's even some wooden ones in there. I know that because I put them in there. Those, remember those leather buttons that used to be like on men's jackets? They're like I think they were leather, and they look like basket weave. I think there's some there. I know there's one. I see one right there, right there, in there. Gonna get my last call going here. Gina and Gail are both in, and I am with Gail at 16. I try to keep the jars about this size. That way they're not so heavy. It's about 5 inches tall. Love the jar. It is great. I think it would be really neat if you took the buttons out of it and put maybe bay leaves in it or spices or something, set it in your kitchen. You could do that with it. There's just, I mean, a lot. Pure mustard. See, now that leg is calming down. I'm able to not push so hard right now and able to bend the knee back up a little bit without any pain. So just, just got to try to work through it. But man, at one point it had me popped up. I had to stand. Okay. I'm with Gail at 16. Gina, are you still in, hon? Gina says out. We're going to mark that sold, and it is going to Gail for 16. Yep. Congratulations. Thank you very much. I'll set that right back there. Go ahead and grab these. These are right under that. So I have 2 of the spools. I just bought these. I'd ran out of them. Just bought them. I'm trying to find some of them, the tall ones that have the big round tops, so they're more pillar like, that you can use as what do you call them? You can use them as tiers, to set things on, make them different heights. But I have a hard time finding those for some reason at a decent price. I have found them for $30 and $40, but I ain't paying $30 and $40 for them. But so I pick these up when I find them. These have got the wooden. This one's like a burgundy color thread on it, and this one's like I want to say it's either navy blue or black. I thought it was navy blue. Huh. Let me look at it against this. It might be black. It's either navy blue or black. And they are 8 inches. The red, 8 inches a piece. Let's see. They are 8 inches each, I should say, not a piece. And they are, whoops. Why did that not shift? And they're starting out at 10. I think that's a fair price on those. 10 on these. Sometimes I can find them a little cheaper than I found these, and I can get a start at $7 or $8, but these I can't. I wish I could, but I do it when I can. So $10 start on these, and you could either choose the red or the black. That may even be navy. I can't tell, but they're in really nice condition. They have the metal piece around the top here, and you can see they have the different rings going up around them. 8 inches long, $10 each on the spools. If anybody is interested in those. Now, I have I think there's 9 of these glass candies. I'm going to do that there. See if I can make this happen the right way. Get all these out of here. This stuff, oof, because I'm always afraid my slippery fingers want to drop something. So there are 2, 4, 6, 8, 9. Carrots. Yes. Yep. Those, it's really cool done that way. Yep. But now they make carrots in all different colors. And that's why you do them up for the fall. They make them in the orange, and there's a yellowish mustard colored ones, and I don't know what all colors. There's just, your fall colors ranges of them. Make you a bundle of them up for that. Okay, so this next items that I'm reselling is the glass candy. I'm going to show you all of it. There are, let's see, 2, 4, 6, 8, 9 pieces of it, and it will start at $25 for the 9 pieces. Around here, I have been at sales. They sell for about $5 a piece of candy, because this is some blown glass candy. So I'm going to put them just all in a lot for $25. So you'll get this shape here, and these are about about 2 1/4 inches. Nice little size, just like regular wrapped candy. So you'd get both of those. And I'm doing them by shapes, trying to show them to you. And then you'd get both of these. This one has sort of a amber colored twist on the end of it. And this one yellow and orange. And then the square ones, they have like a teal and a blue with the orange and yellow. And you're getting them all. For the $25, you're getting every one of them that I'm showing. And then there's 2 like this. This is actually, I don't know why that's showing up orange. It is red. This one is a red piece of candy. Yellow and white. Let me see if I can find something with orange. This one has orange. See, this is orange, and this one is red. There, now you can sort of see the red a little better when you had orange with it. And then this is also red. and it's showing orange, but it is red. And it is a round ball one. So you get all 9 of those. They're really neat. I had them sitting in this little dish just for convenience. They are so cool. I like the glass candy. And this is 4 of the pieces. There's 5 more. They all come together for $25. You get 9 total pieces. Does that make them like $2 and something a piece or something? I can't even count. I don't even know. About $2.60, $75 maybe, something like that a piece. I said a lot of times I find them and I'm not going to give $5 a piece for them. And then you got these here. And I had them laying in this little ghost Halloweeny ghost dish, which will also be available. And if I don't have any interest in them, I'm going to go ahead and show this ghost dish. I think I've had it in one sale before, a while back. We'll start it out at $8. Oh, Judith is going to take the candy. Judith, the candy is yours for the $25. I'd already put a next price in for this little dish here, but that's okay. I'll go ahead and put your name down on the candy. Congratulations. You got in there just in time. Oh. And then this little dish here is a sweet olive design. It is Eileen Rosenfeld. And the only other piece like this I found online was, at the time, I remember now, was like a bowl. And it was like the size of like a rose bowl, you know. It wasn't a huge big bowl, it's just a little candy bowl. But I loved the little ghost on it. I thought it was really cute. This one is about 6 1/4 by right around 4 inches across. It's just a cutie patootie. It would look great like in your kitchen, maybe put a soap or a little sponge in or something at Halloween. Or even if you just wanted to do a little dish of jelly beans, that'll wake Judy up. Something like that would be nice. Last call went in, and we're going to say sold to Gail on that piece. I'm going to lay these little glass candies back in it, just because I can keep, they don't roll around that way. And let me write all of that down. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Judy's like, I'm awake. Jelly bean, jelly bean, jelly bean. Oh, goodness. All right, guys, let's see. I just got a few items left. 1, 2, 3, 4, it looks like, maybe. Something like that, somewhere in there. So I'm going to show these next. These are made in Germany. These are very nice little pieces. You Got the little angels here. You see on the bottom there, there is, I don't know if you can see it right there, it does say Germany on them, and they've put whatever little ties on them I guess they had. Try to see there, you can just barely, whoops, wrong way. You can just barely see Germany right in here where that little line is. And then you got the cream color one too as well. And let's see if I'm holding this the right direction. I don't know if I am or not. The Germany is really faint. Yeah, on them. But right there in the center says Germany. It says something else too, but I can't read it. I can't read it. Let's see. Let me get my eyeball out because I want to make sure. Hi, Cindy. How are you doing? I want to make sure I'm reading it all correctly. Yeah. Doesn't help in the least bit. Still can't read it. Can't. Nope, I can't. Can't read that one. This one I can read just fine. It says Germany. So Germany. On those, you get all three of them. I bought them all together, so I'm gonna leave them all together. I try to do that when I can buy stuff that way. These are like a chalk. They do have a few little hiccups on them, but I'm only starting them out at $18, and I know that just one of them goes for that. Like this one here needs a little repair, and I have a little gold paint I can put on that if you would like for me to. If someone bids on them and they would like them repaired, just let me know now to repair them. This one's had his wing broke off, and when they repaired him, they put it on backwards. So just to let you know, this wing's been put on, see, been put on backwards, but I think I can remove that and get that fixed. But it's still really cute the way it is. You know, in one of those tart tins, that just setting in there would be so stinking cool. Like here is the diamond shaped ones. They're sitting here close to me. It just looks so neat inside. It just looks like there's a starburst all around it, you know. It just looks so cool. And then here's the little pink one. I think all of them are in, I'd say the pink one is in the best shape of all. These are older ones. It does need a little touch up on the toe. And then the white cream colored one needs a little touch up on his wing, which I think can be fixed just fine. This one here, I would probably remove and refix it. And because these are made of like paper mache, like clay, plastery like stuff. They're really easy to just buy you some dry, air dry clay, and you can fix these just like we're new again. But yeah, he's had his wing put on backwards, but he's still cool. $18, you get all three of them. I think they're simple repairs for a crafter, you know. Some people probably say, oh, I couldn't do that. I can do it. You can do it. You can do it. But you get all three of them. And if nobody buys them, I'll probably just keep them and repair them and bring them back already repaired and ready to roll again. Because it shouldn't take you more than probably, I don't know, 20, 30 minutes maybe to repair them. if that, and that's more dry time than anything. Okay, now I was going to look this box up and I didn't because I forgot, because I wanted to know what was originally in this box. But I'm thinking the size of it and everything is probably more like stationery, maybe. Let's see if I can figure it out real quick. It's not going to change the price. I already have it set at because what I got it for. But yeah, it's just showing me pictures of the Eiffel Tower. That's what I figured it would do. So, don't know. Not sure of the age of it at all, but it is this little box here. And I'd say it maybe had thank you cards in it or something many years ago. But look at, this is the top of the box. There's Moulin Rouge. It's got the Eiffel Tower and then all the little stars and everything. It is, let me move these real quick. I'm going to measure the bottom of the box. The bottom of the box has a little lip. It is a 5 3/4 by about 3 7/8. Along with this box, you are also going to get the buttons inside. Let me get this out of the way here so we don't get it confused with what the price of this box is going to be. Because you're also getting the buttons. Let me count the buttons here real quick because I added a couple more because I found some more of them. Okay, so you're going to get 4 this size, and this size is just a little over an inch, about 1 1/8 inch, and these are carved mother of pearl buttons, and there are 4 of these. These are just over an inch in size. Really neat 4-hole mother of pearl buttons. So there's 2 of them there, and there are these 2. So there's these 4 here that you will be in the box. And this is what the bottom of the box looks like. I forgot to show you. It is a foiled bottom and side box. But those will be in there. Of course, I'll wrap them in something where they don't, fall around all over the place. And now these next ones, there are 7 of these, and they match these other ones really well. They're not exactly like, this is the next buttons. They look like this, and these are also mother of pearl. Now this was the first buttons, but they look really similar, and I thought they looked good together color-wise and everything. And there are these are a little bit small. I think these are right at an inch, or maybe a little smaller than an inch. No, they're an inch. These are an inch, and there are 7 of these. Really pretty, all carved. I don't know if I can show them all, but I'll show as many as I can of them. But yeah, really nice mother of pearl buttons. You think? Maybe. I don't know. Because every time, when I tried to look it up just now, there, it came up, just brought me pictures of this Eiffel Tower. But it's a cool box. And I thought these buttons were cool. And I thought, well, you know what? I'm just going to put them buttons in that box. Because I didn't pay a whole lot for that little box. So I thought, well, I think I gave a couple of dollars for that little box. So I thought, what a neat piece would it be to have for a little button box. So I thought I'd put these little buttons in it. I gave a lot more for the buttons than I did the box. Buttons are high. My goodness. Buttons on the cards, if they have like a woman on it or a little girl or something on the cardboardy part, you can bet it's $25 or $30 on some of them. And some of them are even more than that, depending on how decorative and how many colors there is and all that. So last call is going in, and I did not see anyone else come in, and we're going to mark that sold to Miss Gail. And there is the little box with the buttons in it, and I'll make sure I'll put a bubble wrap, and those will all be secured in there. And then there's the little box all fits together, and the box is in really good shape. I mean, like really, really good shape. Nice one. Nice one. I like little boxes like that. I don't know about you, Gail, but little boxes like that, and I put some of my own personal crafts little pieces in it. It's just a nice little thing to have, your smalls in to craft with. I really like it. But I got a lot of those little boxes like that has my personal stuff in them. And that's sort of also a way that I know what's in it, because I like, for instance, I'd be like, oh, that's the Eiffel Tower box. It has my mop buttons in it, my mother of pearl buttons in it, and I automatically know what's there. Now this will be choice on these. And these are going to be, I've showed these once before, I think, or maybe I showed some of them. I can't remember if I showed them all. So I brought them back because I can't remember. These are your little snow babies. This one's holding a little baby there. Could be like little baby Jesus. And then this one is holding a little kitty cat. These are all been hand done. Really cute. The one with the kitty cat is about 3.5 inches tall, and so is the one with the baby. They're right about the same size. $8 each. You can either pick baby or cat. They do have that like snowy, glittery on them. Really cool. And then the little loop on the top to put a little string or wire in, little hook to hang them on your tree. They do stand all by themselves. I wish I could show you, but let's see. Just like that. They do stand all by themselves. So you can stand them or hang them. Either way, $8 each on those. One has a cat, one has a baby. And what do I have? Oh, this little guy here. He's that little wooden, like Pinocchio guy. Now, they had these in 3 different sizes at this sale. This was the only size I could afford. They had so much. There was one that was probably, I don't know, it was probably 20 some inches, 22 inches, I think it said on it. And then there was another one that was like 14, and then there was this little guy here. Only one I could afford, and still paid more than I wanted to pay for him. He is 6 inches. Not counting his cord. His legs do bend. He can set. His arms move. His head moves. And let me get a price in on him. He is not $8. He's 14, but he is really cool. He's like a Pinocchio. Has his string. He'd look cool hanging in a tree or stuck in a reef. He is a neat one. 6 inches tall. 14 on him. Just trying to remember where he was made. Shoot, I almost dropped him. Almost dropped him. But yeah, and I like that he sits like that. Look, how cute would he be? I just thought of him when I see him sitting like this. How cute would that be, him sitting on a stack of books with just these little legs sticking out like that? I'd probably have to paint the bottom of his feet black to get past that stark wood color there. But I think that would be cute, him sitting on a stack of books. Or he could be, if you had a Santa bag, you know, he could be sticking up out of the top of it like a toy. That'd be cool too. Even if you've made a stocking, you can have him fill a stocking and have all these different little wooden toys and things sticking up out of it. Just a cool little piece. And last call is going in. Looks like Greg is in at 14 gals, 14, and then she says out to Greg. So I'm going to go ahead and just do that and say sold to Greg. Sold. I got to find him now. Wooden boy. There he is. I called him a wooden boy. 14 to Greg. Congratulations. And thank you very much. Lay that over here. I do believe, guys, that was the last item was the little wooden boy on my list. Let me go through and check and make sure. I'm going to move things over here a little bit. And then I will go back over the items that did not sell real quick. And we'll go from there. There's not many. Most of the stuff did sell this week, which is nice. Appreciate that so much. Thanks for putting up with me and my conditions today. I do appreciate that, and I apologize. It's just sort of out of my hands, you know, when that happens. I wish I could contain it and it not happen at all, but yeah, I don't get that pleasure of doing that. So just I apologize very much. Nose. Okay, so let's go back over real quick. I think there's only maybe 5 pieces that didn't sell, if I remember right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, maybe 6. Or maybe I didn't. Oh no, Dana bought that. I just didn't take the mark off it. I put her name by it, but didn't take her name. Okay, so the little German angels I just showed. Those are 18. Like I said, they have some condition issues. I'm going to offer them one more time, but if nobody takes them, I think I will. I'll fix them all up. I'll make sure they're all in better than right now. The pink one, like I said, he just needs a little toe painting. He needs his nails painted. And this little guy here just needs, you know, a little work on his wing right there. And this one, he actually needs to be wing decapitated and it put back. How in the hell did they put that on their back? I just didn't even notice that. But let me fix those, and I can make those so much better. We'll lay those over here to be worked on, unless somebody else wants to do that. They were let me get to them again. $18, number 14. I don't think any of them is a hard fix. I think it'd pretty easily be done. The little wing situation thing, I think I would take my Dremel and sort of saw that one back off easily and, turn it and then put it back on and use a little air dry clay and repaint it. And I think he'll be back as good as new. I don't even think you'll be able to tell it. And then I have the spools. They're $10 each. Number 15, I just need to know red or blue. I guess when I wrote them down, they look blue to me, but it might be black. I don't know. It's either black or blue. They're $10 each, number 15. Just let me know red or blue. The little tart tins I have left are $12, number 18. They're the little diamond shaped ones, and there are 10 of them. $12, number 18. And then the little Russian dolls, there are actually 5 of them in there. I do have one that's shorter than this one that I'll be bringing, and it has 10 of them in it. The last little doll is the size of a very small pea. This one here is 2.5 inches, and the smallest one is right around that 1/2 inch mark. It's $20, and it's number 19. The snow babies are still available, $8. They're number 20. I just need to know whether you want it with the baby or the cat, and they're $8 each. And that's everything. That is it. Everything else sold. Yay! Thank you guys. Oh my gosh, I so appreciate it. I mean, I really, truly do. Really do. Because if this don't get any better, I might be having some doctor bills. Because unfortunately, I do not have health insurance at all. So yeah, that's great. I'm trying to get my bunnies to set up over here. Set up there, bunny. There you went. Yeah, it was a great sale. I really appreciate it, guys. Really do. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I will be back next week. I will have some Halloween. I have 2 Annalee Halloween pieces, 3 Annalee Halloween pieces. And I have some ceramic Halloween pieces, and then there'll be some Christmas. So we'll do, I know it's Christmas in July, but guys, I do Christmas all year round. If it's there, it's available, and I can buy it for a good price, I'm going to go ahead and buy it, bring it to you way before. So I don't have any like ephemera paper stuff. I still have that one piece, the witch, that I have $125 on it. It is, I think, 8 or 9 inch tall witch, and it has the paper mache arms that move out. I still have that one, and I know I found it online, and they wanted $500 for it. And then, since I looked at it, the buyer offered it to me. Probably everybody that looked at it offered it to me for $250. Well, mine is still half that. So I think it's at a more reasonable price, because it is a what they're considering rare, hard to find piece. And it is in excellent condition, and it is marked Japan. So I still have that if anybody is interested in that piece. And then I said I'll have some Halloween next week. I have some more Christmas. I'm going to try to pull a couple more FeedSacks if I can. It's just it's going to depend on my legs, guys. Because, I mean, when this happens, it takes, I don't know why, but it just drains me. It just wears me out, because I guess I'm fighting it, and I'm trying to get it to calm down, trying to get it to relax, which then it tenses my whole body up, and it just like, yeah, I try, but I'll work through it. Judith, yes, I can. Let me write that down. Yeah, I never have a problem with that. Hold Judith's box. And Judy Joe, want me to continue to hold your box? I can do that. Looks like you purchased this one set of the snowflake candy canes, the blue ones. I can hold yours as well if you'd like for me to, because that's, I think your weight wise still going to be good. And I know Avery will have me hold hers because I hold a box for her until it gets fuller. Are you there, Miss Judy Joe? Jim? Judy sleep? Triad magnesium B complex with D3. D3? I don't know what that is. I have to be really careful in anything I put in my body. I'm so allergic to everything. Just the craziest. I mean, you know, you would think, oh, nobody's allergic to magnesium or B12, you know, but Sam, she's a whole new catalog. Judy Joe, are you still there, girl? What is it for? Vitamin D? Because I know, like, last time I had my blood work done, I was vitamin deficient. Vitamin D, and you know, whatever number it was, mine was like less than half what it was supposed to be. It was like 0.001, or it was just outrageously low. And then vitamin C, because at one point they had me taking, what was it? It was a ridiculous amount, like 50,000 milligrams. Does that make sense? 50,000 milligrams of vitamin D. Come in 5,000 milligrams or 10,000 milligram pills. I can't remember how that went. It's been a while, so my memory's not real great with that. I don't remember, but I was having to take a bunch of it. I mean, a lot of it. And you know, you get a lot of that from the sun, and I don't do the sun. See, that's the thing. I do not do the sun. Even when I'm standing in line at an estate sale, I have an umbrella, and it goes over me because it's either that or I get like blood blisters, and I don't want those. Yeah, I'm vitamin deficient last time I had it checked. It was very, very low. My B12 was low, my everything, my D. But I don't understand it because I mean, I eat things that are good for me with vitamins in it, you know, but no. We'll get it figured out. I'll have to do some looking, but I will do that drink thing you were talking about, or Dana was talking about. I'll try that because I mean I did buy this. This is like a kiwi strawberry. What is it? It's helps to not be dehydrated, and I think that's one of my problems is dehydration because I don't drink a lot, and especially on days I go to estate sales. I do not drink anything when I leave my house from 4 o'clock in the morning until probably noon. And I go to a drive-through and get me some a nice, usually a large ice water and a soda to get the sugar and water. But all right, so we know Halloween next week, and then there'll be some other Christmas things and whatever I find throughout the week. Yeah, I know. I got to stay hydrated. And we'll see what other things I can pull out of the air. Hopefully, as long as my legs are working for me, I'll be okay. But if I have another one of those episodes this week, I just don't know. I don't know what I'm going to do. Have to hire somebody to go shopping with me. Pickle juice. Like bread and butter pickles? That's the only kind of pickles I have. Are you talking dill pickle juice? Did you get your box, Robin, from me? I put something in there for you. I don't know if you got it or not. Dill pickle juice. Might have to sneak upstairs and see, because I know they have dill pickles. I don't do dill pickles. I don't eat pickles on like sandwiches or anything like that. I don't mind them if they're the good crisp dill pickles, not those little soggy ones like McDonald's uses and stuff. I don't. Ooh, just talking about them made my mouth sour up. I didn't know if you were still going to do that kind of stuff. It needs a lot of salt. So yeah, and right now, my ankle on that leg, my ankle is about as big as my calf. It goes down. It's about one size. It not a whole lot different. Well, actually, on both of my legs today, there's not a whole lot of difference between my ankles and my calves right now. Oh, you are? Okay, cool. Because I found that and you at an estate sale, and I was like, oh, Robin. I wonder if she's still doing that. Oh, Robin. And I was hoping you was. I sent it anyway. And then I split your shipping down because that had some weight to it, and I wanted to send you that. Usually when I send things, they don't weigh much and don't change the shipping. But when I put that in your box, it changed your shipping by $2 and something. So I paid the difference. So you just paid the shipping of your piece. I don't want anybody to ever worry about that if they get something from me in their box that they've had to pay the shipping on it. Because no, I weigh your box with just your stuff in it. And if it doesn't change the shipping, then you just pay for the box, that what it would be. But if it changes your shipping, then I pay the difference in that. But yeah, I thought that was so cool. I hadn't seen one. Haven't seen one. I mean, I knew they existed, but hadn't seen one. Been wanting to find one. Stuff with strawberries on it is hard to find. I use that. Well, let me put it this way. I used to see it all over the place, and now it's hard to find. I don't know. As soon as I found out I wanted it, they started hiding it from me. Do you think they know? I think they're intentionally hiding it from me. I really do. All right, guys. Next Sunday is, I don't even know. Gosh, I'm bad with dates. The 26th. I will be back on the 26th. And maybe by then I'll have a little bit more of that Play It Again, Sam type. And on those, I will not do a video, like a preview per se, really, because it's just going to be stuff in boxes, and I'm just going to be sitting here pulling stuff out. I've done some sales like that before in the beginning, and they all worked out good that way. Y'all know the kind of stuff I sell and I have, basically. So those would be sales probably on a Wednesday evening, and then I would hold that stuff and wouldn't invoice until after Sunday sale. That way it's all in one box, and you don't have to pay one shipping, so it works way better that way. But I'm going to say good night for now. It's almost 7 o'clock. I need to put my leg up for a little bit before I do anything else. So I'll probably just push my cart into my closet behind me here and just put my legs up and for a minute. I feel fine. I mean, I feel fine. I mean, it's just when that happens, it's just that there. That's the only thing. Otherwise, I don't hurt anywhere. I mean, but until that happens, if I could figure out a way to get that to stop happening, that would be really, really great. Because it's got me to the point to where I'm getting afraid to go anywhere, and say, be in an estate sale, and that happened to me right there in the estate sale. The only thing about that happening is 2 of the main estate sales that I go to in the week, during the week, the main ones. Every once in a while, there might be a different one. I know all the workers. I know the people that runs it. And they would probably tell me, Sam, get over here behind this counter with us and just sit down. And what were you looking for? I'll go get it. Things like that. So yeah, I know I'd be fine with them. They'd help me out. And but it's the places I don't know anybody. And yeah. But I'll be fine. Don't y'all worry about me. Sam always makes it in the end, one way or the other. But I'll be back next Sunday, the 26th of July, and we'll have some more goodies. And I hope I see everybody then. I hope you have a good week. And yeah, I'm going to go put my feet up for a minute. And yeah, that's going to be my night. Thanks for being here, guys. See you next week. Bye for now.